Hey everybody, another Namor clip for you. Same map as the last video, same tactic, like the back line. This time a little different, got a kill instead of dying. Sure, she gets res, but it's okay. We spent the res beacon, which is good for us still. This time I have a Gamma team up with Hulk, and we have an Iron Man for the Gamma as well. It is, it's busted. Oh my god, the Gamma Squid absolutely shreds. Like, I don't understand how they were able to let that through. It just shreds everything and is very strong. So I like flanking with it, and then pick up a kill. And once we pick up a kill, we get to push it. You know, it sounds simple, but because it kind of is, it's a simple strategy. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Throughout this game, you want to notice that like I always try to play at an off angle, like a different angle, mainly because I have my shift, you know, my bubble to get out, and with two squids, Gamma team up, and the right click, that can shred somebody really quick. Ooh, damn, that's what doing. Yeah, so like I was saying in the last video, if any of you were watching, the reason why I started playing Namor a lot is mostly because, well, not most. I enjoy the guy and I played him a lot in previous seasons. But it's the Gamma team was really strong. Hulk's usually banned. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my D&D character, Crick, right? He's really cool. He's like this kind of swamp kobold thing, druid. He's a little weird because he summons. He's not your traditional druid that loves nature. He loves desecration of nature because he loves like the swamps. He loves undead and death and decay and like mushrooms that kind of eats at your mushrooms that like digest or grow from people, kind of like the Last of Us stuff. He would love those Last of Us mushroom guys. Has anyone seen The Last of Us really recently? I saw season 1 of it and I really liked it. I thought they were doing good stuff. Oh, Squirrel Girl does like 110 damage for acorns, by the way, so that's why you can die really quickly to it. But yeah, that flank didn't work out because mostly, I mean, my healers weren't looking at me because I was all up in the hills for no reason, and I died. But look at the range of the squid, dude. It's insane. You can be so effective and farm ulti all the way in the back line and just like pummel them with harpoons over and over again. Of course, well, let's repeat this. I died to Star-Lord. It's fine. So once again, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the D&D Kirk, right? So his name is spelled CRGHHK, and for those who don't play D&D, it's really fun. I absolutely love it. Message me if you guys want me to talk to you about D&D and teach you how to play, if you want, because I love Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry, D&D stands for Dungeons and Dragons. I primarily play 5th edition. That's the latest or the modern edition. I did play 3.5 before and like 3rd edition, 3.5, and a little bit of Pathfinder. I found those to be a little bit too number crunchy and grindy, but I think a lot of people like that. I know there's a lot of customization there, but basically the character that I have is we're in a Netherdeep campaign, which is the Critical Role campaign world. That's a lot of fun. It's been a really good experience with it. So notice how I always try to play off angle here, right? My Groot, my Hulk, they're in the front. My Iron Man's always in the front. I am the side angle trying to pummel damage. Because if they're looking at my team, they're not looking at me, and it's easier for me and my squids to do damage. Also, when you hold choke points like not hold, but when you push choke points like that, especially like areas where the enemy team needs to go through an archway or a door, place your place your squid in general on those doors, That way, like, when they go through, they have to look up. It's just basic, like, turret strategy. If you guys play a lot of tower defense, that's not... I don't know if that's relevant, because they don't really destroy your towers in tower defense. But if your towers were destroyable, you would want to put it somewhere that, like, forces the enemy team to look in an awkward position, right? That's just basic case. So, Iron Man ulti, scary. Instead of looking around, I just get into my bubble for safety. But yeah, so my D&D character, Kirk, is like this kind of weird swampy guy who loves death and decay. And he speaks like this, like a kind of kobold, and he's all green. Oh, that's interesting. My Groot likes to hide his walls. Which is interesting. Oh, that's unlucky. The runes blocked it. That would have been a good combo. But yeah, my Groot likes to hide his iron walls. I don't know how people feel about that. I play a lot of Groot, and like, I don't know. I don't really hide the iron walls. I try not to. I know they got a nerf recently to the HP, so maybe it's better now. But people tell me in the comments, you know? Because before I used to not hide my iron wall at all, mainly because I used it to kind of cut off people and like isolate them from their team, and then we can pick up the kill. But this guy's hardcore hiding his iron wall for the HP, for the overhealth. But I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't now. People let me know. But yeah, for the most part, my character, he's Kirk. He's a weird little guy. He kind of like, he was raised by 3 grandmamas, and they were actually hags, but he calls them grandmamas. Oh, I don't think so, buddy. But yeah, they're actually, I thought it went off, to be honest. Oh. But yeah, he's raised by hags, and he calls them the grandmamas, but they're like the hags or, you know, twisted creatures who like to take body parts. But that's why he doesn't have any earlobes. He thought all kobolds grew up without earlobes, and he thought that was pretty normal. But apparently, I don't think it is. It's not, right? Actually, sorry if anyone doesn't have earlobes. But yeah, so my character is Kirk, and he is a swamp kobold, kind of like a decayed kobold. So when he summons creatures, I like to summon like velociraptors, but the velociraptors are all bony and feathery and like has like pus and like gross like abomination and stuff growing from them. And when Kirk, like when he transforms, because druids can do this thing called wild shape, so they can transform into animals and stuff. He'll transform into like a rat, and but the rat looks all gangy, or he'll transform into like a not butterfly, what the fuck? He'll transform into like an eagle or like a vulture, but it looks all twisted and messed up, you know? That's kind of fun. So for this one, for the defense of this point, I like to tell you to play high ground there, up there on the right above the diner, or in this case right here, they have a Star Lord who's constantly trying to flank us. So I'm constantly trying to place my Gamma up high ground so it gets good vantage point and it can't get taken down easily. But I'm ever vigilant about flank because I really want to support. I want to protect our supports against these kind of tactics, you know. So when you play as Namor, like you have the luxury of doing damage in the front line with your Gamma turrets. With your turrets in general. But also like keep an eye out for your supports against flanks because you want to protect them. Because if they get dove and die to that kind of stuff, you're gonna come out without heals. That's what I like to play. The spirit of Kirk, he lives in Namor because that's how I like to play my druid too. Yeah, I do damage with my the combo that I like to use is conjure animals, and you summon like a butt ton of velociraptors that gets advantage and gets like 2 attacks, and they attack and they melt, they eat at the opponent. But also druids get good spells like healing, you know? So they get healed, I can heal, I can protect my backline while also trying to gain ooh, that's cool. While also trying to gain damage. While also trying to do damage against the enemy. Because D&D is a lot like Marvel Rivals. Yes, you can be a pure support, but ultimately it's damage that ends combat. Or you can be like those people that use like hypnotic pattern or mass suggestions and stuff. I don't really like that. I think that's kind of lame. No offense if you like that stuff. I don't know. I'm just not into. I just like big numbers. My brain is very small. I just like kills and damage numbers and makes me happy and feeds my the little gremlin that I have in my head that likes big numbers. So yeah. So that's kind of why I've been playing a lot of Namor, and I'll show you another video later on of why Gamma Team Up is really strong. I mean, obviously this video, I hope it showcases why Gamma Team Up is really strong, because it just is really strong, because it just shreds everything, and that's similar to the Snow. There's a Snow Team Up that Namor used to have with Luna. I think that's really strong too. Namor has been getting really good team ups. So I haven't really gotten a chance to play a lot of Gamma Team Up. But yeah, I think it's really strong. See, look, try to place it high ground, around corners. That way it's hard for them to shoot. That's really not, I know it's not a lot of advice to get to know more, but aside from like aiming and stuff, your turret placement is key. And using your bubble to escape situations that would instantly kill you. Those are the best advice I can honestly give you. I don't know why people need to make 20-minute guide videos in Namor. I mean, if you learn the abilities, obviously those videos are very helpful. But if you already know how to play him, how to use his abilities, these kind of advice are the ones that can actually rank up. Because look, see how I'm always constantly trying to avoid the front line? Because I don't need to be there. I don't need to be taking a ton of damage from people for no reason. He body blocks me from getting the heals, and then the Widow and him double teams me for the kill while I'm in my after I get off my bubble. That's really good. That's really smart on their part. For the most part, yeah. So Kirk, we're currently in the campaign where we need to fight. Where are we? Sparkle Deep. Or sorry, Nether Deep right now. Oh, we're underwater. We're trying to deal with a bunch of fish people who's gotten their brain eaten by brain slugs. And then, oh, I'll tell you guys about the next game. Cool. Thank you for watching. Good luck and good climb.